live walk. And I will be at the studio show tonight, but actually I did the Death Reaper Challenge. Check out my video, hashtag Death Reaper Challenge, and you'll see why I did not make it to my live show that I promised to host last night. Basically, I did the Death Reaper Challenge, and I thought it was just kind of, I eat a bunch of spicy stuff, and I didn't think much about it. But long story short, it was one of those deals that hits you, and then it's just like, just like a sadistic level of spice. And it was good. It tasted great, but after I did that, I was knocked. Not knocked out, but I was burning. Just like my face and all over, because I had done the Death Reaper Challenge. And after doing that, although it was fun and I highly recommend it, if you want something that's gonna, just burn you in half, that stuff is life. Jake, looks like I'm the first one again, and my sisters and girlfriend are here with me now. Great. Welcome back, as always. Always good to have you. Have you, you eat spicy stuff? Yeah, there's trains coming, but I'm out in an abandoned parking lot, so I'm not close to it. Well, I'm in a grassy field beside an abandoned parking lot. But yeah, it's that Death Reaper Challenge, man. Whew, it set me on fire. So I finished it. No, I can't. It'll make you sick. Yeah, it kind of made. It didn't make me sick. It was good. It was very flavorful and good quality meat. But yeah, just that spice, that lingering spice, man. After that, I couldn't. All I could do is drink water, and I couldn't. I couldn't even grab a beer or anything. I was just like, I was done. Yeah, it was. I'm glad I did it, but it was quite an experience, and kicked me out of the live show last night because I was so beat from the heat, from the spice, that I just couldn't do it. Kyle C, risking it all by venturing away from the toilet. Good luck. Yeah, that's why I'm doing such a late walk, man. Whoo. Yeah, I don't know what was worse, yesterday or today, if you know what I mean. That stuff, ooh, man, hot. But I recommend it. If you're looking for a challenge that involves spicy food, whew, man, the Death Reaper Challenge is intense. Now, granted, they had goggles and a glove in there, and that, kind of for show, but not really. If you touched your face or your eyes or any other areas, you could be in for a rude awakening from that spice. But it was good. I don't know. It exceeded my expectations, and I didn't. I expected to eat something spicy and just go on my business, and do my live show and all that. And nope, it knocked me out of commission. I was burning. I didn't feel like drinking anything. I didn't feel like doing a live show. But I'm going to make up for that tonight, because I'm going to do a live show. It's actually going to be a Timepieces for Tomorrow live show from the studio. So Cal C says, weather's still warm where you at? I think it's cooling off in my neck. Yeah, Georgia's, it's 70 degree-ish, 70 degrees or so. High 60s, low 70s. It's feeling good. It's getting into that backpacking weather, and getting out there, sleeping in the woods with the bears and the cougars and the raccoons and the Bigfoot, Yeti, whatever you want to call them. It's getting there. Yeah, is it cool there? Is it cooling off? Is this your first day of temperature relief? I like it when you go outside, it feels like air conditioning. It's nice. because it just, you know, I can deal well with the cold, but I don't like the heat. Jake says, quick question, what do the trains look like? They blue and yellow, black and white and orange. Let's see. Oh, I think they're the CSX. I was too far away to see it. Just sound travels, man. I'm just out here in a flat parking lot. I mean, I got these stripes and I got these arrows up here, man. Yeah, I mean, it's... Oh, yeah, big, noisy, slow BNSF. I know what that acronym stands for. Big, noisy, slow. We don't use profanity on this live stream. Yeah, because they usually back things up. Yeah, they stop and they stop traffic. If they're red, they're CN or CP. No, I haven't seen that. It's the big, noisy, slow. Big, noisy, slow one. At least that's what I call them. Speaking of that, it'd be cool to put together one of those model train tracks. Cal C says, yeah, I'm in the Great White North. We had summer weather hang around for a while, but it looks like the cool is starting. Great. It's actually Burlington, Northern Santa Fe. Learned something new. Yeah, Cal C, we'll be doing timepieces for tomorrow live show. Ought to be cool. I've been looking at, it's crazy, man. Omegas are starting to go through the roof. Almost makes me wonder if it's a good time to add an Omega or two. I've got the 300M Seamaster, but it's crazy how the watch market is. It's going. Jake says they all merged together in the 1930s, I believe. Talking about the railroads. Yeah, it's railroads are fascinating, man. They carry so much stuff. Hopefully these supply chain issues get fixed, because it's jacking up. Now I found ways to grill out and not spend as much. It's still expensive, more expensive than it used to be, but if you go with the sirloin steaks, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. You marinate them well. Cal C says, nice, I'll check that out. I'm still caught up on the Reverso. We'll see. Jake says, in my area, CN Rail via operates CN Junction, owns the line Byway uses in conjunction. Cool. Yeah, Cal C, that Reverso is nice. If you can, and again, I mean, if you can wear a rectangular wristwatch, they're great. That's the only thing that kept me back from it, and why I went with the Master Control. But yeah, those Reversos are awesome, and I don't think. Well, I'll go as far as to say that's the number one JJ LeCoultre is a Reverso, I think. It's kind of like the Rolex Submariner for Rolex. Cal C says, I'm doing some Angus ribeyes on the grill tonight with some asparagus. That sounds good. Yeah, I love asparagus. A little bit of olive oil and sea salt. I'm doing just sirloin steaks, and I've got some zucchini with some butter and Greek seasoning on it, and then I've got an onion that I'm grilling in aluminum foil on top of the coals and the hickory with the steaks. That'll be the steak topper. And then I've got 2 huge baked potatoes baked in the oven with coated in sea salt and olive oil, and then oars and cheese to put on the sirloin. So actually not bad. The thing I like about a sirloin is that they're there's not a lot of waste. Adrian, welcome back, sir. Good to see you. Adrian Mateo, how you doing, man? Doing fine here, man. Just trying to burn off some fat. I'm about to cook a big dinner. My wife and I are going to have a big feast. Maybe have some What's the beverage of choice tonight? Great question, Kyle C. Well, I do Natty Light, but since I didn't play golf, I don't have leftover Natty Light, so I'm just gonna drink. I was gonna get, and the thing is, a lot of this stuff's allocated. I was gonna get some Blanton's, but the allocated shipment didn't arrive as I thought it might. So I'm drinking. I'll be well, not now. I mean, I'm walking, but I'll be drinking Four Roses, just the basic Four Roses. Actually, I found the cost to quality ratio for that to be really good. It's you know, it's a real bourbon, you know, from Kentucky, and it's not one of the top tiers, but for the price point, to get the quality that you get from just the basic Four Roses bourbon, it's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it's not a Blanton's, it's not a Eagle Rare, it's not a Buffalo Trace, but it's good. So I mean, that's what I'm going to do this evening. It goes great with steak. Yeah, any Four Roses is solid. I've got some of the single barrel, which is really good, but you know, it's not my other thing. Let's see. Jake says, if interested in seeing what CN and CP Rails, check out my vids. I definitely will. Jake says, so you're doing a live studio stream tonight by the sound of it, and a live stream tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to do a studio stream this evening from the studio. So this is just, I'm just trying to burn a little bit of fat during the day, and then do that this evening from the studio. So figured I might as well do a live stream while I do this walk. There's no reason not to. I mean, it's good to interact with all of y'all, and Apple's coming out with some stuff next week. It looks like probably the new M1X, which I'm not going to be jumping on that. I have no reason to. I've got the iMac M1, which is plenty fast, and then the MacBook Air M1, which is also plenty fast. So I've got my studio and field computers, so I'm good. Jake says, okay, I'll be there. What time? Just so no, my sister's and girlfriend can join. I don't know, it'd probably be 7 p.m. New York, 7 p.m. Eastern, right around there. I gotta see how my dinner preparations go. I think those are already, I've already marinated the steaks, and I've already cut the zucchini and prepared it. So, you know, I'm really, all I gotta do is take a shower and start drinking. Start drinking some bourbon. So there's not much on the to-do. So I ought to be able to, hopefully I'll be able to hit that 7 p.m. New York City time target. So that's about 3.5 hours from now. Ballpark. That's probably about right. That's probably when I do it. But yeah, we'll just talk about the live show. Really want to get a bunch of people on, and if you want to join, face on video or just Skype only. I'd really like to talk about the you know, just the watch industry as a whole, and what we've been seeing, and the perceived push for a lot of brands to do away with their authorized dealer network and sell exclusively in their own boutiques. You know, that's kind of interesting. Brad, welcome aboard. So Brad, you gonna get this new Mavic 3 that's coming out, or what do you think about that? New drone coming out. Actually, there's gonna be an action camera, the Osmo Action 2. I think I'm probably gonna pick that up. The drone, probably not. Jake says, gives me enough time to have my supper and check out some other vids I want to look at. Definitely. Always good to have you, Jake. It's good to have. It's good that you're such a loyal viewer. Brad, are you gonna get the new Mavic 3 or Osmo Action 2? Probably the Osmo Action 2. The Mavic 3, probably not, just because I think the price point's gonna be too high. And honestly, with the Mavic Air 2, I mean, it's Air 2S rather. I mean, do you really need anything better camera wise? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know the camera on on the Mavic 3 is going to be probably a Hasselblad, but do you really need that? That's kind of where I am with it. You know, it's just kind of, you know, I don't know. I mean, what do y'all think about the Mavic 3? Is it necessary? Is it just a waste of time and money? Brad says, I may get the new smart controller and debating on Osmo Action 2 or GoPro 10. Well, now I can help you on the GoPro front. So if you don't have the GoPro Hero 9, I think the GoPro Hero 10 is definitely worth it. Now, I've got the 9, so for me to purchase the GoPro Hero 10, there's not enough new. Yeah, it's got a faster processor, but there's not enough new to justify going from 9 to 10 for me. But I think if you have a GoPro prior to GoPro Hero 9 Black, I think the 10 would be great. Curiously enough, it seems like GoPro has abandoned the 360 cameras. You know, they just released the Hero 10 Black, but typically, you know, they would release like a 360 VR camera. It's a shame that technology didn't really go anywhere, because, you know, I was thinking, you know, 360 spherical was going to be something. Let's see. Brad says, I want something to make my FPV drone better. What would make your FPV drone better? By the way, do you still like the DJI FPV? I know you picked it up. Man, it's windy. That's cool. Yeah, that DJI FPV was kind of a quiet launch. It didn't really, yeah. Well, and see, that's why they equipped it like they did, because they know the people that get the DJI FPV are not going to get the, you know, the camera experience that they want. So they're going to push sales of the other drones in conjunction with the DJI FPV. Funny how that works, isn't it? But, you know, I'm surprised there's still a few other brands that aren't DJI pumping out some drones, and I'm surprised that's even the case, especially with this chip shortage and all that stuff that's going on. But Sony's coming out with a new, they're coming out with the Sony A7 IV, apparently by the end of the month, and now that thing looks like it's going to be nice. I mean, it's going to have the flip forward LCD. It's going to have, looks like it's going to be a great option for anybody that needs a B camera that uses Sony FE, you know, full frame lenses. Seems like it'll be a great fit for that type person. I have no interest in Autel, Brad. Reason being, and I'll share this story again. Autel rubbed me the wrong way when they were at CES, Consumer Electronics Show, many years ago, and they had the drone that had the VR. I think it was an infrared and a standard camera, and it was modular. Looked great, sounded awesome. They never released it. So basically, they had this thing at CES that looked cool, and it just went nowhere. So, you know, when that happened, I said, you know, forget about that. And honestly, if you look at, it's funny, I think even Parrot has failed to even somewhat compete with DJI. So I think, you know, Autel I can't help but to wonder how they're still pumping out drones. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I mean, I love competition, but I don't get what the draw is. I mean, if somebody says you're going to buy a drone, you're like, okay, you're going to get DJI or you're going to get Autel. What I'd like to know is why somebody would say, oh, you need to get Autel instead of DJI. I've just never seen a reason to do it. I mean, and again, I mean, I use all different types of drones. I mean, I did way back when, remember I did the GoPro Karma before it got canned. And then Brad says he agrees. Yeah, and then I did the Yuneec Typhoon H. That was a disaster. And then I did the Parrot, the Bebop, and then the Nafi. Never got the Parrot Bebop 2. That thing, where Parrot messed up with that, they had a drone that was small. And that's a good point. Only reason I would be no geofencing, says Brad. Yeah, the danger of that, though, is that, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things. It's like, well, if that's not there, what if, I mean, obviously I'm always aware of where I am and flying in safe and responsible locations, but, you know, having that, although I strongly disagree with government overstep in anything, even though I strongly disagree with that, I do think it's cool to have, you know, to have that as an option, just because it, you know, it can, oh, I thought that was a $1 bill. It was an empty, the way the light hit it wasn't, it was just some trash on the side of the parking lot. But yeah, I don't know, man, it's just these drones, nobody's been able to compete with DJI, and it just blows my mind that to this day that GoPro just gave up. And they said, oh, we're not going to do anything. Sebastian, welcome back, sir. Good to see you. Always good to have you, Sebastian. Yeah, GoPro just threw in the towel. GoPro really could have made something. They could have really attempted to dethrone DJI. But they didn't. They just gave up. That was a shame. Still blows my mind we don't see Apple or Google or anybody like that trying to enter the drone game. Brad says, what device do you use while flying? I just use my iPhone 12 Pro. Now for my old Mavic 2 Pro, I use the smart controller. But I mean, dude, if I'm going to go out and capture professional quality video today, I'm just going to do the Air 2S and iPhone 12 Pro. That's all I need. Gets the job done. I'm good to go. But smart controller is nice, though, not having to tie up your phone. But it's, I don't know, man. We really need something new. There needs to be a revolutionary drone released. Something that we never would have thought of. That'd be cool. That'd get me excited. Mavic 3, I hate to say it, I'm not excited, man. I'm just not excited. It's a shame because I've always been excited about drones, but I'm just not excited about that for some reason. There's just not enough need for that, at least for me. And it's like, well, you know, the price point is probably going to be sky high. The value add is minimal. So I could be wrong. I mean, I could release it and all the speculation, you know, could have been inaccurate. I mean, you never know, but if it is accurate, I'm not excited about it. It's a shame, but it is, you know. Like I said on this channel, I always tell you what I feel about things, and I don't sugarcoat it. I just tell you what I think, whether the opinion's popular or not. Now, what I am excited about, this is Affy. Just seen you McDonald's video, quality content. What's your most viewed video? Great question. So which McDonald's video did you watch? Which one? That's funny. What's my most popular video? Well, I've got a lot. I've got a lot of tutorials. One right now is how to remove a flow restrictor from a shower head, and I've got another one that's how to find the perfect wristwatch size. What are you filming this on? iPhone 5? No, it's an iPhone 12 Pro with a poor quality cellular network. Yeah, it's just my low quality live stream. Now, if you tune in this evening, I'll be in the studio with ATEM switching and then Sony Alpha and Rodecaster Pro. So I'm gonna have high-end audio and video for my studio show. This is just my poor quality walk around, talk to y'all, try to get some super chats, burn some fat, that kind of thing, you know. Very casual live stream. Very, very casual. But I figure if I'm walking, I might as well be talking. So it's good to have y'all here. It definitely is. I'm still burning, man. Check it out if you haven't. My Death Reaper Challenge video from yesterday. It's pretty much put me out of commission until today. McDonald's Monopoly. I remember that. Yeah, that was I'm glad you like that. I'll film about anything. That's the beauty of this channel, is having the vehicle for sharing whatever videos. So that's good you said you like that. It's funny, some videos are hated. That's one of the videos that a lot of people would say they hate, but it's good to hear that you like it. So see, videos serve a purpose, whether they're liked by everyone or just a few. I mean, there's some people that like them. So you like that, that's great. I've got a ton of videos people absolutely despise. And it's one of those areas of content is the coin videos, the coin reviews. You know, people just can't. Let's see, Brad, would you consider the Mavic 3 if it costs $1,600 or less? Or are you considering the new smart controller at all? Nah, I'm just not, man. I've got, for my pro work, I've got the Mavic Air 2S. I just don't need it. I mean, I really don't. And it's, yeah, I don't need it. And for fun drone, just use the Mini 2. It still does 4K and it's capable. But, the video's not as good as the 1-inch sensor on the Air 2S. But, yeah, I don't know, man. There's just something about the Mavic 3. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's going to be the best thing ever when it comes out. Who knows? But I just don't see the need. Yeah, no interest in smart controller. I mean, I use my iPhone 12 Pro now, and it's fine. I mean, Apple's gotten better at battery life. And it's, in the beginning, you had iPhones that the battery wasn't as good. Now it's so good, it's like, well, yeah, I mean, I can just charge my phone after I fly. It's not a huge deal. I like the smart controller, but when you're traveling small and lightweight, it's just an extra thing to carry. Oh man, super chat, dude. If I was in the studio, I would celebrate with the sound of the super chat, the didgeridoo. So if you tune into the live stream tonight, Sebastian, I owe you a celebratory didgeridoo salute. That is awesome. I really appreciate it. Sweet. Super chat. Man, that made my day. That is awesome. So yeah, you can super chat like Sebastian did. That's fucking awesome. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, like right now, because of all this stuff that's going on, it's so inconvenient to travel. And it's just, I mean, if I was going somewhere cool, yeah, I'd probably pick up the Mavic 3 Pro just to have the latest tech to film it. I mean, one of the last things I did was Jeffrey Epstein's Island and drone that. That was fun. And I had the current tech at the time. It was the Mavic 2 Pro. That was a fun video to film. But just because of all this stuff that's going around, the pandemic and stuff, I'm just not traveling, man. I'm not traveling just because it's so inconvenient. And but yeah, if I was, I would probably, in that scenario, I'd probably pick up the Mavic 3. But I just flying around in Georgia with a Mavic 3, there's just nothing that exciting to see. You got to get out in the boat, you got to get out in the international waters, see the tropical colors and all that. It's just, I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see what the Mavic 3 brings to the table. But hey, it might impress. Who knows? It may not. That's the funny part about it, man. You never know until you can hear a lot of gossip and all that about a new drone, but until it releases, you don't really know what's coming out. It could be a total flop. It could be great, but yeah. So we're gonna do the studio live show. Probably, what did I say? 7 Eastern, 7 New York, 7 p.m. It may be a little bit after that. I'm just gonna see how my dinner preparation and all that goes, because food's a priority. Sebastian, oh shoot. Oh yeah. So what else is exciting? You got to leave. Hey, Sebastian, thanks again for the super chat, sir. Greatly appreciated. Thanks for tuning in. So you got a super chat here. That's awesome. See you on the next live stream, man. Be safe. Yep. So everybody, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this live stream up. We're a little bit over half hour in, and I'm going to do the studio professional live show. What do you think of the modular Osmo Action design? Hey, let's talk about that on the live show. I think it's pretty exciting. See you later. Hey, thanks everyone for tuning in. Good to talk to y'all, and be safe.